Hey, Chirag. Good to see you. How's my day been? I've just been on the phone all day. It always feels like it's a waste of time, but I know that's technically like the most work thing you could do is be on the phone all day. But always tends to feel like a waste. Can you tell me how to pedal for lower notes? They tend to slur over themselves. That's a great question. Let me answer that, and then can you play Golden Hour by Jake? Yeah, we can play Golden Hour. Let me find something with like that type of pedaling where you're having to hit those lower notes. Let's do like a waltz. Waltz, Chopin, here we go. Yeah, we'll do it in just a second, hold on. Okay, we got the minute waltz, right? So then you have this, right? So here's no pedal, right? So the no pedal, we want some pedal, but here's the problem. The lower notes are more resonant and they hold out longer. There's literally more material in those strings. Good, we got the Mark Zuckerberg things. So how do you combat this? Well, I'm gonna give you 3 different answers. The first is you really need to fine tune your pedaling technique. You need to make sure that when you push down on the note first, then you push down here, and then you're playing, and then once you get to the next one, up, down. Very quick, up, down. Very clean pedaling. That'll get you a lot of the way there. So that gets you a lot of the way there. Now, you can also, this doesn't work as well on an electric piano because, electric keyboard because it is really an on-off switch. But on an actual acoustic piano, there's actually different levels of pedaling. You got this moment where the felts of the pads are starting to hit the keys, but they're not fully dampening the strings. So you can actually go ahead and slowly come up on the pedal, making it not as resonant. So that's another thing you can do. The other thing you can actually do is just use more finger legato, holding down things a little bit longer, like give each of these a tenuto, and then pedal even less. That gives you a lot of clarity. So that would be what I would say, for sure. All right, we're getting a bunch of random requests. We'll do this. Oh, Titanic. We can do Titanic at some point. Yeah, no worries, Mozart Tovin. Yeah, trying to play with accurate dynamics and electric piano is hard. It doesn't give the feel. Yes, yes, especially like with stuff with pedaling. So a big part of the problem with this instrument in general is they came up with the MIDI scale, right? Which is 1 to 127. And the truth is, even though 127 different degrees of intensity is a lot, on a grand piano, there's actually infinite. Not quite infinite, because there is some granularity to it, but it's actually a significant number more than 127. So it definitely creates a lot of difficulty there. Annihilate. Metro Boomin? Is that what you're looking for? Probably. Tom Odell, Another Love. Dave Bowie in the back, of course. That's not a poster, that's a painting. Yeah? Describing an emotion, a setting, or just a vibe. Yeah, I mean, we could try that for sure. Dracula's theme. Would you ever make tutorials on your channel? I have. Oh, thanks. I have. I'm not that interested in making very specific tutorials. So I'm probably not your guy to be like, play this note, then play this note, then play this note. But I do like making tutorials that are giving people more a general understanding or concept of how to approach things. Chirag, let me do one more thing and then I'll try your challenge. You should create short videos on trending songs to get more viewers and subscribers. If all I wanted to do was to get viewers and I did not care what I was getting them for, then sure. But I'm pretty happy to do you know, silly content. I want people to be watching this channel because they think that I'm you know, enjoyable or, you know, fun to hang out with, not because I'm playing that one song that you've heard a million times. The reason why I'm willing to do this on the live stream is because it's fun to just learn new music, and it's also a way to have a conversation. So, oh, I appreciate you. Because, like, yeah, I mean, a human being asking me to play something is one thing, but, like, I just don't do it. I don't really go with the flow. Yes and no. Also, it doesn't. Yeah, I'd love to do some classical. Pick some classical. Beethoven's Piano Sonata, number 32. Second movement, third version. Third version. Oh, appreciate it, Chirag. Okay, I pulled that up. Fantasy impromptu? Sure, we can do that. I know, I see you pretty regularly, therapist. Oh. I mean, we can mess around with it. That's fine. I wanted to do what Chirag was asking. Let's see. Chirag was saying, like, it's Monday and your boss just walked in for the report you forgot to make. All right. Yeah, something like that. I should probably learn this for all the people who want me to play it. go. Figuring it out. Oh, thank you. Let's see. Let's try that one more time. Yeah, I've never played that before. I mean, I've never learned it before. I've played it. I've tried playing it before. I've taught it actually a little bit, but never really actually worked on it. What's up, Mia and Sebastian's theme? Who's suffering the fingers exhaustion? Decided to learn fantasy impromptu. Okay, I mean, I probably should learn it. I really should learn it. That'd be a good one to have in the back pocket. That's fun. I like that. You gonna play 3 minutes of Bohemian Rhapsody? Oh, so all the beginning part. That's cool. That's awesome. Me and Sebastian's theme? Sure. We can do that. Do. Chopin's Funeral March? Sure. I like how I completely went to the wrong key there. You started piano this year? Nice. Hey, Adam. Opus 20, folk piece number 2B. I'll pull that up too. All right. There we go. crazy part, right? Planning to do some jazz stuff? Oh, sweet. How was my concerts? Oh, they were pretty good. One was at a new club we'd never played before. Got like 200 people in there. It was the smallest room. And then the other one was, oh, thank you. The other one was outdoor festival type thing, concert series. Probably about 1,500 people there. So. Oh yeah, you were gonna do this. We're gonna do this piece here. Interesting. Almost easy. Oh, thank you, Felipe. Thank you so much. Very much appreciated, Akash. extended version. C harmonic minor. On the left hand, play B flat major scale. That's a lot of crunch there. I mean, you could definitely, instead, if you just stayed in major for both of them. I think there's a lot that you could do there, but doing it those two separate modes and the parallel is kind of insane. It creates a lot of crunch, Mortal Kombat. Die with a smile? Sure. What I may do, and actually I've thought about doing this, is I may actually start taking popular tunes, doing them in my own style, and then putting out versions of those and then cutting clips from those. That I might do. Firth of Fifth by Genesis, we can talk about that. Is making our neck stiff and shoulders up while playing a piano a universal thing for us pianists? Dude, no. Sorry, it's very common. You're a big fan? Oh, thank you. Yeah, I got Die With a Smile pulled up, don't worry. So Alan, it's very common for pianists, but ultimately that's telling you that you have tension sneaking in. So I will say this. Tension in your hand is very obvious when you play piano. It starts to hurt and it's easy to detect and fix. What most pianists miss out on is the tension in their shoulders and the tension in their neck and the tension in their jaw, especially the jaw tension. Like even to me, I think this is probably the most common tension area that I have is still my jaw. So what I would recommend is actually watching yourself, see recordings of yourself playing the piano, that's one. And then also take time while you're playing piano to do a little bit of this, a little bit of this. It's gonna make a big difference. It's gonna make a big difference. I may come up with my own version of this right now. I'll play it normal first, and then I'll come up with my own version. I'll show you what I already did to Hallelujah. I kind of want to do it for Pink Pony Club too. Moonlight Sonata? Sure. So that expression is tension finding its way into your body. So how do you get rid of it? It's by practice and relaxing. And so it's a little bit active relaxing in between playing. And then also while you're playing, telling yourself, because that's actually going to cause other issues in your playing. Fourth and fifth. How can you learn this? I would say, oh, thank you. How would you learn that? So it's not a very approachable key. So the simplest, quickest way to learn it is you would need to find a video that showed exactly what a person was playing and then just learn it by rote. Meaning you look at it, you see a one measure, like just, and then you just model it after that, right? You just put your hands where those hands were and you do that. Could you learn it that way? The answer is yes. The problem though is you're not really learning anything, if you will, from that approach. So what I would actually say, Lucifer, if your real goal is to actually learn this piece, I would learn a little bit of it that way, just to make sure that you're happy. And then I would then actually be thinking about theory and understanding theory. And really it's scales and chords, scales and chords. To answer your question, therapist, as someone who plays piano myself, when someone asks how they can learn it, I always have a hard time answering that question. I have tons of things. Yeah, so I have tons of answers to that question. Scales and chords, scales and chords. So therapist, that is actually how people at the bar know how to play songs so quick. Because it's just scales and chords. Everything ends up being a form of scales and chords. So you can learn songs really quickly. So for example, Die with a Smile, 2, 5, 3, 6, right? 2, 5, 3, 6, 2, 5, 3. Let's say somebody was like, okay, we're gonna do Die with a Smile, but we're gonna do it in the key of F. Okay, 2, 5, 3, 6. What is the piece you have played the most times in your entire career? It'd have to be some popular wedding song. Like... I'm trying to learn piano, but it's hard for me. How do you learn piano? Independent finger music, which is basically letting each of our fingers play differently. Yeah, it's sort of differently. I like how you said sort of because it's true. There's no real complete independence in your fingers, but you can kind of fake it. That's getting more into intermediate and advanced. Yeah, I know. I've got fourth and fifth pulled up. Don't worry. How do I learn how to play piano? I just got the normal way. I had a teacher and all that business. But this is what I would say. And I'm actually making a series on this. I only have the first 5 videos, which is like the beginning of it. But I'm going to try to make this whole entire series. And the idea is there's really 3 main ways to learn the piano. You can learn by rote, which means you just watch somebody and you do it. By ear, meaning you learn scales and theory and you get to the point where you can just hear where the notes are. Or sight reading. That is kind of a good framework on the late beginner to intermediate. But let's say you're just starting out like Mundo Bass here. You got a new piano for the first time. What are things should I know before practicing? First thing is you want to know where the letters are. Letters, letters, letters. Hugely important. That would be thing number 1. Thing number 2 would probably be understanding how your fingers work and just the fact that each of these pivot points is a joint and they need to be flexible and relaxed to get the best good. And if you start to feel any pain, if it's sharp pain, problem. If it's dull pain, probably just muscle pain, that's okay. And then the third thing is how that goes into scales. So you got C major scale, and then that turns into chords, right? C, D, E, F, G, A, B. And that turns into whatever you want it to be. Like this song, fourth of fifth. Here we go. I don't think I've ever played this before. Let's do this. Okay, and then we go back to the beginning. Okay, we got it. That's cool. Wow. I just found a sheet. This is a, I don't even know what this is. This is somebody just, I don't know, dumped an arrangement of it. Piano solo. So I'm guessing they condensed everything. Yeah, MuseScore. Yep. Coda to Beethoven's Appassionata Sonata, third movement. Could potentially. John Chom's Green Book or Alfred's Beginner Book. Yeah, there's Faber as well. A method book's not a terrible way to go. I like method books in general. I would highly recommend you need something on top of a method book. If you really are clueless, you should really find a teacher. A teacher's going to do you way more good, no matter what. How to play the song From the Islands. I don't even necessarily, let's see, From the Islands. Oh. And that's pretty straightforward. That'd be kind of fun. What was the last work you learned by heart? I'm not quite sure I know exactly the question. Like memorized? I mean, I know a ton of music memorized. I probably know like hundreds upon hundreds, if not thousands of songs memorized. So I'm not sure if that's what you're asking about. Let me play you this version of Hallelujah that I'm kind of getting enamored by, because I think this is a good idea. So this is my version of Hallelujah that I made up. Now I've heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do ya? It goes like this, the fourth, the fifth, minor falls and the major lifts, the baffled king composing hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Yeah, that's my crazy version of Hallelujah. Classical? Probably the Hungarian Rhapsody #1. Yeah, there's more verses. Yeah. There's actually a lot more verses. I'm debating. I guess I would just keep on that same framework for the other verses. Your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof. Her beauty and the moonlight overthrew you. She tied you to a kitchen chair. She broke your throne and she cut your hair. And from your lips she drew the hallelujah. It works well. Hallelujah. It's so harmonically dense, you probably would just keep going with the same thing. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Maybe you change the harmony here for this one. You say I took the name in vain. Oh, interesting. I don't think Jeff Buckley does this third verse. I think he then goes to this third verse and goes, I did my best and it wasn't much. I couldn't feel, so I tried to touch. I've told the truth, I didn't come to fool ya. And even though it went all wrong, I'll stand before the Lord of song with nothing on my lips but hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Yeah, I need to do that full cover. And then I think I'll take clips of that and then do the same. Like, I could probably make a version of like Die With a Smile. What chord progression does Chopin like for the most of his pieces? I would say in general he favors just the 2-5-1 or the circle of fifths. I would say that that's probably most likely normal. He likes a lot of chromaticism for sure. But anyway, I need to actually run. What's my favorite scale? I love the octatonic scale. Talk about fun scale. Fantastic scale. All right. I would, but I'm going to run for now. I will be back tomorrow. Thank you so much for all tuning in. Like, subscribe. It does super duper help. The live streams are a little sluggish, but it's been a while. I've had like a couple weeks off, so that's fine. Until next time, peace out. Thank you so much. All right, bye.